Hello everybody, I'm back. I changed my battery and I went ahead and sewed the laces and fabric flips on the pages because you don't need to watch me do that again. So now I have gathered some things that I can decorate pages with. I want to start with this one because this is cut from a vintage magazine. It was like this and it had some text between it, but I loved the colors. There's a little tear right there. Somebody just drove by and it sounds like they're dragging their muffler or something. Anyway, I'm going to use it anyway. I like the colors of this with the oranges with this and the contrast of that because I tried it on all of these and this one I like the best. So I'm going to arrange it like this, but I'd also like to use it as a pocket, and of course this would be too fragile. So I think I will glue this ensemble to something else, maybe this. So I'm just going to trim this to a size that'll make a good pocket. I'm going to use a lot of vintage items. What do I do with my paper trimmer? Oh. I'm going to use a lot of vintage in these books, including images from vintage magazines and books. Let's see if this works. Put the torn one on the bottom. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay. I'll punch the thumb hole after I glue these down because I think it'll go into that a little bit. I think I'll use my glue stick. Might make it crinkle yet less. Hope it'll glue down to that. This is a textured cardstock. It's got some chevrons embossed on it. Glue this down to the bottom. Oh, which way did I want it? It's got a picture on, oh no it doesn't. The picture on the back side is little. It's still cute, but it's not the one I wanted. This is from a children's reader from the 1930s, I believe. And this is from a magazine, which is, I think, from the 70s or maybe 60s. And I will sew this pocket to the page. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the fronts of each of these. I think it's going to be very similar with a children's book page. I don't want these to be all children's book pages, even though the covers are from children's TV shows. But I do want to use some children's book pages. So I may use them on the front of each signature. But I have to get cardstock and stuff to back them with. But I thought that right now I would put something underneath these fabric flips that can be journaled on. So I have a few vintage items here that can be used. This is a petty cash voucher that I purchased from the Paper Basket on Etsy a long time ago. And I have used a few, but I've been hoarding them. So they're going to get used. And this came from, I don't even know what, a little address book, looks like. Those are pretty pale against that pale paper, though. This is absentee slip for schools. Yeah, I think we'll just use those. And I brought some tickets and vintage stickers with me over here so I can decorate the pages. I like that there. I should probably leave that open till the glue dries. I thought this might be fun to put on one of these black and white illustrations with a colored cardstock behind it. Isn't that cute? But I'm not sure. I don't want to cover up too much of the dice, even though they're on the back. I have other black and white illustrations I could use too. Look at that sweet one. We'll see. All right, well, I have this. This isn't vintage, but look at the colors on that. That's perfect. And I guess I'll use another one of these blue ones. Whoever sent these to me made a note that they believe they're from the 1960s or 70s. borders are gone out of that one. I didn't even know I had these fall things. I forgot. Definitely need something else there. I'm going to get a punch. Now I just need something to punch. I need just the right color. Not sure how I want to embellish that. That's pretty. Of course, the holes don't show up against that pattern paper. Maybe I'll put that over there. So now we're back to looking for something for here. This is embossed, a scrap of embossed paper. I think that'll work. And now a little glue stick on the butterfly. And we cover it all up anyway. I'm just going to trim this a little narrower. Just have a little decorative border there. Now maybe we could add a blue butterfly over here. It's this little teeny one. Well, that was an impromptu decoration that I was not planning on. Sometimes that's what happens when you're just playing around with scraps and what you have on your table. Okay, moving on. Make sure that's all dry. Now this one is dark enough that I can use these lighter pieces on it. I'm going to get my bigger glue stick. It's almost gone. These are vintage gift tags. Oh, they're all silver. That looks cute. I wonder how old these are. They're pretty old. Got them at a flea market. Might as well use them, right? That's what they're there for. So I have a similar idea for each of the pages with the fabric flip, and that is to glue something underneath that you can journal on, but each one is going to be very unique. That's one book. This might be hard to journal on, but I like it, and I want to include it. So maybe what I'll do, I don't usually make tuck spots on a page with a flip, but why not? I could make a tuck spot and then put something in it that can be journaled on. It's from 1918. Yeah, I like that. And then I have lots of vintage things that I can put in. I could tuck something in there. I think I'll sew that on. I could just use a piece of a index card. I have these half cards. Just something with a little color. Not everything has to be vintage. And this is a little gift tag. Will that be okay there? Might not be. I might use that somewhere else though. It's really cute. I have other gift tags. I've gotten these from many different hauls on at flea markets. Usually all the same flea market, but at different times. I like that one. Look at all them. I better be using them. Do I have one more to do? Yep. Okay. I brought this one over. It's a bigger one. Earl S. Johnson, Wholesale Fruit and Produce. Potatoes, a specialty. I love the phone number, 234. It's from the 1940s. Maybe I'll see if I can use this without tearing it. It's old, fragile paper. And I'll just add a little bit of washi tape. It's pretty sticky, but I'm going to add some glue to the back. Alright, so we have all of the pages with the fabric flip decorated in both journals. I like her on this. Going to trim that border off. It's the right width. I could put a tall tag in it from the top, or usually I put something in from the side. I guess I'll do that. think I'll just add some music paper. When in doubt, add music paper. Oh, look at this one with a pretty bird on it. And this is in German. I would love to put that little bird on here, but I would lose that little girl. But I'm going to. It's orange and it's perfect. I'm not even getting music on it, I'm getting the words. Still thinking, still thinking. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to have to ink around it to make the edges stand out. I got my spritz cookies made yesterday. So now I have 3 kinds of cookies in the freezer. So today I might make the candies, the cream drops that I'm going to make for my sisters and me. I make the cream drop filling, which I got a recipe, I don't even know where I got it. Might have been before Pinterest days, I don't know. But it's a recipe for peppermint patties, which are really good, homemade peppermint patties. But if I eliminate the peppermint extract and add a different flavoring, such as cherry or orange, I love the orange ones, and I had raspberry too, and add a little food coloring to make it look like cherry and raspberry and orange. And then I shape them into balls instead of a patty and dip them in the chocolate, the melted chocolate, and I make the cream drops. So I want to make the assortment for my sisters, and I hope they're not watching my video. They do occasionally. I just moved my glue page. I have another large glue stick in my box of spare adhesives if I need it. So I'm thinking ahead of what I need to do. I need to make those candies, and I'm seeing my sisters on Tuesday, and my parents, we're all going to go there. We like to go and make them a lunch. We go to their house and use their kitchen and make lunch, and then we do the dishes. We exchange our gifts because our family is so big now that nobody has room to host the whole family. So this is just something new we started a year or two ago. And we will exchange our gifts with each other and with our parents. Then we'll go down to the common room in their building and sing some Christmas carols. And Mom has already told all the people that live in the building so that they can plan on being there to hear the music and to sing with us. So that should be fun. So I have to make some coconut macaroons by then. Probably make them that day so they're nice and fresh, because my mother loves them. She can't have gluten and they don't have flour in them. So I'll make her some of those. Won't that be a cute little pocket on this page? I love that. Let's maybe do one more before I have to go downstairs and get to work. Let's see what I have in black and white over here. That one and that one. This one's cute, just a little house. Oh, I love that one. I think that's the winner. Imagine that it's pink. It's a pretty pink cottage. Now, what am I going to back it with? I'd like to use scraps and not have to get a whole sheet of paper, but I don't know if I'll be able to find one that is the right color and the right size. And I think a solid would be better. That would be cute, but it's not big enough. I think I'm just going to have to get a piece of red cardstock or something, so I don't fuss around here too much. Or just use that. I'll just trim that off a little bit. A little bit more. Okay. I'll probably add some lace to this somewhere when I go to sew it on. Yeah, I might add a little lace to the top and the bottom. We'll see what I can find that looks good. Oh, I can glue this on though. I spent some time last evening, took a pile of children's book pages downstairs with me, and some of them I set aside because I would want to use the whole page as a book page, but I cut out some images so it would be easier for me to make selections. So I cut that a little crooked when I trimmed it off. That's okay. Where's the other one? I have, oh, got put in the wrong pile. So these ones are Mr. Rogers. Make sure they're all Mr. Rogers. Oh, that's the center. Is this one Mr. Rogers? Yes, it is. Okay, so this one goes here. I said one more, but we might as well finish this, this journal. What would be fun on this? That's adorable. I suppose I could trim that down because I love that with that green color. This is also from a children's reader. Okay, I wouldn't mind if that was just a little bit taller, but that's okay. Actually, I'll just get a different piece. Got some green cardstocks here. You can select the one that looks the best. Perhaps I should use a brown, or a dark green might be good enough. Yeah, that looks good. I think that one looks better. I've got these already cut. You can use that one. Okay, now I'll cut it down to this size, and I might have to trim this picture a little bit more. Then I can glue a word or some, like a phrase. Actually, this came off of this page. It's the title of the chapter of this book. So let's just glue that there. That is sweet. I love that. Okay, so that is 3 signature covers decorated. And I have work to do. So I'd love to stay up here. It's Saturday. I would love to stay up here and play all day, but I have other things to do. So I'm glad that you came and hung out with me for a while today. Look at those. Aren't they sweet? I love children's book pages. I just love them. And I have 3 more I get to do. And I'll have fun. Oh, 2 more I get to do. Okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you again real soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.